Shabby! How are you, honey? What am I doing? Yes. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. This goes hard metal. Okay, alright, I'm good. I posted the thing up on Twitter. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Muffin? Hi, dear. What are my plans for today? I'm doing good. My plans for today, I figure we can watch some creepy videos and just chill out and hang out. I figured that'd be probably the easiest way to just chill out together. And if y'all have any questions or anything like that, just hit me up and I'd love to talk about it. I'm doing okay, honey. How are you? Let's see if we can't pull up. There were creepy videos I was watching the other day. And it was something like Bob or something like that. And he actually, the way he put it, um, I really liked the way that he put stuff and kind of talked about the videos. So those were nice. Uh, analog horror. I listen to horror stuff and fall asleep to it, unless it catches my interest. It really, I don't know. Oh God, I don't want you to see that. Yeah, that's a very suggestive pose on Buff Pup. I'll just say that. So, what is the creepy videos Bob? Your videos Bob. Yeah, Bizarre Bob. That's it, Bizarre Bob. So this guy's actually pretty cool. Oh, well, come home to me, honey. That's the entire point of it. You gotta come home to me. You come home to me and you will feel better. Okay. How do we game capture? I think it's meme video capture. Yes. Yes. Okay. There we go. It hides my links and stuff that are definitely not pornographic in nature. So let's see what the last thing. Don't walk alone. Don't walk alone. Okay. So this
It's late
is
at night. when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen.
Alright,
The
straight
purpose of the
into
video
shit.
is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out. The ice maker, according to her, makes a very strange noise during the late hours of the night. So one night, as the ice
There we
machine makes
go.
its unusual noise,
I'm
Pershka
gonna-
heads over to the kitchen to record the sound. But as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short,
falling
random
asleep.
video turned out to be a
These
terrifying
woods are
clip
haunted
that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown
These woods
reasons.
are haunted
She didn't say
on.
why she took down the clip,
Really, what
but
is
it seems that the
that?
video itself says it all. Have a look.
Someday. Thank you for hip pets.
Like a scene out of a horror movie, Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl.
Whoa.
Even
Looks like a
creepier is that
goth
whoever this
girl.
was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on. It's for this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident.
That's
Whatever
a
was
creepy
captured
goth
has
girl.
left her extremely unsettled. Even though this video was taken a few years ago, it is still unknown as to
Turn
whether or
off
not
the
Pershka had
light.
captured something paranormal on camera.
Everything must be dark.
In the early 2000s, there used to be an abandoned asylum in Massachusetts
up these
known as
woods are
Danvers
haunted.
State Hospital.
Okay.
Before shutting down in 1992, the asylum had an estimate of 3,000 patients, all of whom were severely mentally ill and poorly treated. Nurses who used to work here recall seeing horrifying things that continue to haunt them to this day. From patients walking around in their own filth due to a lack of basic hygiene, to patients
Aw.
receiving forced lobotomies that would often leave them in a much worse state than before. Employees
yeah.
of the Danvers State Hospital are haunted by these terrible memories. However, aside from the past, the asylum is
I had
infamous
a
for
root
being
beer
extremely
today.
creepy.
Tasted very good.
After shutting down in 1992, teens would come here after hearing rumors that the building was haunted. Although this next video wasn't taken by a trespassing teen, it was taken by a curious security guard back in 2000 whose job was to look after the historic building. But little did he know that he would capture something very strange while exploring the basement of the asylum. Take a look.
I know what you're talking about, the West Virginia one. Waverly Hills. I pointed at you like you can see me point at you. That's how stupid I am. Well, that looked up straight up like a big tall person.
It's a bit hard
Is
to
that
see
a
at
shadow?
first, but as the night guard
Yeah.
pans the camera to a room
Right
inside
here.
the basement,
There looks like a straight
a
up
shadowy
person
figure
there.
can be seen moving slowly
It
inside.
could be his shadow.
The guard
though,
doesn't notice
so
the
I don't
figure
know.
until much later
I don't
after
know.
rewatching the footage. Naturally, he was left shaken up after seeing what appears
But
to be
yeah,
a slender
Waverly
looking
Hills,
silhouette
I think
walking
is what
further
you're
into the
talking
room
about,
as if trying
and
to
I know
hide from
that.
him. Mind
I'm
you,
doing
the
all right.
basement
How
of this
are you,
building is
Wakey
completely
Wake?
inaccessible to outsiders, so there's no way that a trespasser could have been inside. It's no wonder that viewers believe something supernatural was captured. But of course, the question is begged, just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, it remains a mystery as to what was captured. Now the following video was submitted to me by someone who has no
Oh, the
idea where the
Trans
video came from.
Allegheny
Its original source
Lunatic
is
Asylum?
unknown,
Okay.
but despite its mysterious origins, the clip is sufficiently creepy on its own.
I've heard of that
The
place
video
too.
seems to have come from a CCTV camera that was placed in front of a driveway.
It could be.
Everything
I don't
appears to
know.
be normal until you notice the two strangers that are standing outside the owner's
Yeah,
home.
it's just creepy
They
as
come
fuck.
into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights, presumably as an attempt to scare them off. This, however, doesn't work. They're still there, while eerily standing still. It is at this point, though, where things get really creepy. Watch.
I see him. He's telling him to fuck off.
In utter disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace. Clearly, there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow
Yeah, no,
they
that's
vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now,
that's
how exactly this
weird.
happened is something viewers can't seem to explain, and with little info on this clip, the video becomes even more mysterious. If two strangers were seen on camera, then how is it possible that they suddenly disappeared?
That is weird.
In the following
Manager
video,
didn't show
a
up
man
this
is woken
morning.
up
Awake
after
wasn't
hearing
waiting
strange noises
overnight.
inside his apartment.
Oh,
The man lives
I'm
alone,
sorry, honey.
so he finds it alarming to hear what sounds like an intruder inside his home. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record. Strangely, the sound of footsteps can be heard coming from above, as though someone is in the attic. Now, the man in this video is known as Nick Long, and it wasn't until the next morning that he decided to leave from the safety of his room to investigate the attic space.
Wow.
He treads carefully as to avoid any physical confrontations.
Hey, if you have that picture, post it in my server. I'd love to see it. I'll have to make a haunted place to actually put those kind of pictures. I'll
As
type
Nick
that in
looks
right
around and checks every corner, he sees that no one is there. Not even traces of a person, such as footprints, can be found anywhere. This was definitely strange. But Nick doesn't really think much of it, since plenty of other strange things have happened before inside his apartment. Though, it would be a few nights later when the strangest encounter happens. Nick is once again woken up by strange noises from his attic. Only this time, he decides to check it out as it happens. Needless to say, what's captured here is pretty spooky. Watch.
Yes, I've been hearing weird noises and shit. And this door has been like opening and closing. Yo.
Okay. We should be able to get a haunted place. If you want to put Halloween decorations or actual haunted pictures,
The door to the
You
attic
can post
somehow
them in that
opens on its
channel.
own as soon as Nick approaches it. Feeling spooked,
Oh, that's
Nick is
cool.
completely unsettled by this incident. It's now apparent that something strange is going on. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy, the
why
following
is
night,
it that,
Nick is recording
and
his
this
dog
may
when
be
he
a
captures
racist thing to
this.
say, maybe I shouldn't say it, but why do white people want to investigate hauntings
What was that?
and mm, the best way to put it would be non-white people are like, fuck this shit, I don't know what's going on, I'm fucking out. And I don't blame them. That's the smartest fucking move to do. Yeah, when a dog looks at you for comfort, there's an issue.
Yo.
Oh, that sucks. I should put a picture up.
Nick's
that
dog
was
immediately goes in
taken-
high alert.
We're gonna pause right here. I was helping a friend of mine who was doing house. She sells houses and properties, and houses and properties that look abandoned as all hell. But there was this old turn of the century, like 100-year-old, maybe even more, house, and she felt unsafe. She said, "Hey, can you come with me? I just want to open up the house and we're gonna bustin', 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 bustin'." Thank you for the bussin'. But like I was saying, this house, I'll tell you what I found out about it later, but as soon as I walked in this house, I felt uneasy. And I weirdly enough, how to explain? I weirdly enough, um, what? Why the bunk? Why the bunks? Kitty kitty? Anyway, uh, I felt uneasy and I walked back to the kitchen, which is all the way at the back of the house on the first floor. And, the kitchen, as soon as I walked in the kitchen, I felt something basically tell me, get the fuck out. You don't belong here. Get out. So I was like, okay. So, my friend was up on the upper floor, and they had this big wraparound, uh, porch, because it's an old schoolhouse. I go out to the old porch and I sit out there. I'm like, all right, I feel better out here. I'm just going to wait out here. If my friend needs me, she can yell for me and I'll run in there and help her out if she needs something. So I wait out there for maybe just 5 minutes. They were just showing the home and everything to this Latina couple who wanted to buy it and restore it and paint it and then sell it, basically flip it. Well, they come out and they're happy with it and everything. I don't say anything until I get to the car with my friend. I said, that place is haunted. That place had an entity in there that did not like me in there. And she joked around about it. Oh, of course, whatever you say. About, I want to say half a year later, about 6 months later, I get a call. And she said, I sold the property to that couple, but some things came to light at the closing that I think you should hear. You'll find interesting. I was like, okay, cool, what's up? So she says, well, there was a gentleman who played Russian roulette in the attic and blew his brains out, killed himself. They don't know if it was suicide or an accident, but he had a gun and he shot himself, killed himself in the house. I was like, okay. And it's right next to a post office, right in front of a post office. And this woman who was familiar with what was going on and talked to my friend said, yeah, there's something else you should know about that house. That house is haunted, and I have proof. And she sent her a picture, and the picture was, how to say, disturbing as all hell. It's a picture up at the window at the top, and it is disturbing as all hell. I will put it in the chat and basically probably just give a informed message of what basically this was. But this picture still to this day scares the hell out of me. It is not natural. It is creepy as fuck. But that being said, yeah, I will totally share that with you guys on my server. Let's continue.
His dog is sensing something that doesn't appear to be there. It's as though he senses something
Yeah,
dangerous.
trust your animals, my loves.
With all that's happened before,
Trust
Nick
your damn
believes that
animals.
something isn't right with his apartment. He believes it might be
Yeah, no
haunted
shit.
and thinks that the attic might have something to do with this. Whether ghost
I
or
know the
not,
way he walked
he's deeply
forward
unsettled
and
by
the
these
door
incidents.
opened up.
Despite living somewhere else now,
I wouldn't
he
say that's a
can't seem to
haunting.
forget
That's
the
probably
strange events that
vibrations
have
from you
happened there.
walking.
So
and a
then,
loose
just
door
what exactly
frame
was
or a
going
loose
on inside
door
Nick's
with
apartment? Like most
hinges.
videos, this one remains
But
a
the
mystery.
dog acting strange like this, if she doesn't act this way normally, I would definitely
This
take
next
that
video was
as a
recorded by a
genuine
security camera inside an
weirdness.
apartment complex.
This,
Not much is known about this
is
video,
creepy.
except that it came from this
This
residential
is
building
fucking
where the
creepy.
little
I
girl
think this
and
is
her
a
family
viral
reside.
video
The
for,
video starts off with footage of the young girl playing by a staircase. Below the stairs
I think this
is what
is a
appears to be a
viral
small room. The
video
little girl
for
can be
some
seen
kind of
staring
horror
at
movie or
something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage. Or at least, that's what the child's parents initially thought. It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room. Take a look.
Coloration tunnel. when me and my family went back to the car. Oh yeah, scratches are... That shit happens in haunted houses. Especially with a human presence in it. Yeah, there's like something in there. I don't like that. And it's like a hand or a face. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a shoe. I don't know. It's a weird looking thing. But even the cat stared
It now
at
becomes
it.
clear as to why the
But the
little
cat
girl
doesn't
seemed
look
hesitant to go
afraid.
inside. A disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air. Even the cat, who later joins the girl, seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was concerning enough to make them reluctant about entering the space.
That's how you go missing.
This mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then, you be the judge on what was captured inside this room. On August 23rd of 2023, George Cruz and his wife had just finished making dinner and were heading towards the living room to eat their meal. The couple sit close to each other while watching their favorite TV program.
Yeah, hell yeah,
As minutes pass, it appears that nothing strange is happening in this footage. But fast forward to just a few more seconds, and something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house. But creepiest of all is when the couple would see household items move on their own. Over time, the activity has become so intense that the couple has asked for help from those who specialize in the paranormal. It was recommended that they set up cameras around their home to capture evidence of the so-called paranormal activity, so the couple act accordingly. Weirdly enough, they were also told to get rid of a certain item inside their house. George and his wife own an old rocking chair, and apparently
why does he have a
this chair is the
666
source
on a
behind all the
rocking
activity.
chair?
So the couple does exactly that by selling it.
That's not
Surprisingly,
true. I wouldn't
a buyer has
fucking
taken an interest in
anything.
purchasing the chair.
There are
The couple
things
holds
out
onto
there
the
that
chair
I'd be
until
like,
the buyer
"No,
comes
I'm
over to pick it
not
up
gonna
sometime
do
next
that."
week. But in the
Not gonna
meantime,
do that.
something very strange is captured on their cameras. No one is
Two
home
boys
when
walking
this
through
is
to go
captured.
home. If you time it right, you will. Train coming through. It felt like I was hit by a train. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I know scratches are definitely a sign of inhuman, though. They like to put fear into people, and fear is a controlling factor for them for possession. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that kind of stuff if you're dealing with inhuman. That's super powerful. For it to move a fucking table. Well, I guess it's a kid's table, so it's not that powerful. That's pretty violent to move stuff like that. And to rock the chair. If that is technically... Goddamn. I don't know. Everything could be faked thus far, including the pillows being knocked over. I don't know.
Eerily, the chair begins to rock back and forth before somehow other objects inside the house move on their own. Although terrified by what was captured, the couple is glad they had caught this. They can now show this video to those who've doubted their claims. However, this wouldn't be the only footage they'd be showing, because as of recent, more activity has been caught on camera. Not long after this video, the following incident was captured. Take a look.
I'm gonna put my num-nums. See, even he puts it on the couch.
Now, moments before an object falls down, the camera pans over to the shelf as though sensing movement in that area. What's weird about this, though, is that it sensed it before the DVD case had fallen on its own. Now, one could say that the camera picked up movement from the TV,
lights are awesome.
but if that was so, then the camera would have already moved earlier, given that there were things moving on the screen way before the camera had moved. It seems like this was a random occurrence. unless it was sensing something else.
Unless.
The couple continued to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening. Ultimately, their goal is to stop the activity. But until then, it seems they'll continue
Yeah,
to share
maybe
more
the new
footage
bad
of this
dragon lights,
unusual
right?
situation.
I do want to get those bad dragon lights. They look awesome.
In
Problem
the
is, where
following
the fuck would I
video, a
put
man
them?
is alone at home when he
They would be
realizes that the lights
appropriate.
in his
Maybe
basement
my
won't turn
bed?
on. Feeling a bit scared, he walks down into the cellar with caution. According to him, it's not the darkness that scares him, but the basement itself. From time to time, noises such as footsteps or the sound of someone walking back and forth can be heard coming from inside. This often happens when no one else is at home. Now, the man had had this experience previously, but it was at his job. He works as a grave digger, and oftentimes, after placing a coffin inside a freshly dug grave, he would feel as though someone else was there with him. Although unable to explain this unusual sensation, it would be the following incident that leaves him extremely baffled. The man checks the basement to see why the lights aren't turning on, but he checks carefully because, as he states, he just heard the sound of footsteps walking about as though someone is down there. Be sure to pay close attention, as what was captured wasn't noticed until looking
Mithra!
closely. This is what was caught.
After this one, we're gonna roll an ad
At
break.
the moment, in the basement, I
Thank you so
swear,
much! Thank you for the sub! Thank you,
I
honey.
don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy.
It's kind of creepy.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good.
Ooh.
But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back.
I've walked into a house like this. Again, my friend was trying to sell one.
No, nothing back there. I don't know.
I didn't like the feel of the one in the
There's
basement.
been a lot of strange things happening.
Now, it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, if you look closely as the man pans the camera to the bathroom, you can see what appears to be a strange, shadow-like figure standing completely still inside a bathtub. It
They
doesn't
look
appear
like
to be
they're
moving at all, as
just
if
a
who, or
person.
whatever this was, had been
Yeah, they
entirely
look like
stiff.
a person.
Even creepier
Like he hired
is
a
that when the
person
man
to just
returns to the
stand in there
bathroom,
like,
the figure
"Dude, this
is
is
no
gonna be
longer
great."
there. Given its strange appearance and sudden disappearance, the man thinks that something supernatural was captured. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions.
Hi,
Could it
darling.
be that someone
How
had
are you?
broken in and quickly hid away from the man? Or might this be something completely different? If you caught
All right. We're gonna take a small ad break. I'm gonna roll ads. So, let's see. You're seeing me while I see stuff. What's happening? Okay. Oh God. Oh shit. It's an infinite wave of Mithra. It's an infinite wave of Mithra. Look at it. Holy shit. It's an infinite wave of Mithras. Mithraception. Mithraception. All right. Give me a second. There. Now you don't have to see that. Mithraception to the max. Max Mithra max. Okay. Is it video producer? No. It's dashboard. Yeah, manage stream. Sounds good. Alright, we're gonna roll ads. So I'll see you guys back in a second. Ad break. Time for me to get drink. Oh shit, it's about to end in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the community is back! Check! Oh shit! But let us continue the snuggles. Alright.
Something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, you can always borrow Mithras. I can make an unlimited supply of Mithra.
This next video was taken inside an old restaurant that is currently being renovated. The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy, this place isn't safe to be in. It's not just the construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else. For just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here.
Can't have me forever.
Now the person recording this is someone who I featured in a previous video. They too have been experiencing strange happenings and believe that it won't stop unless they move out from home. Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon, they were invited to see this restaurant before it's completely demolished. Although expecting to see something unusual, nothing happens. That is, until much later when they head over to the back of the restaurant. What happens then is terrifying to say the least. This is what they caught.
A little weird for a camera to be malfunctioning, like trying to find a face in a window. That was weird.
Hello?
Like a black figure
I'm not going up
in
there.
the corner.
Definitely not going back there.
Oh wow, it is really cold right here.
What was that?
Oh, that's creepy. Whoa, okay, it just moved. It just fucking moved. Nah, fuck that. It just moved again.
I don't think it's happy we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. I'm out. And it's not back. Yeah, no, that was something. That was a little weird. I don't know how you pulled that off. Oh, it's back.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, it's back.
Initially,
Nope.
a strange shadow can be seen peeking from a corner. The man, whose name
That
is
looks
Wynn,
solid.
doesn't notice it until much later,
That looks
after feeling a
so
sudden drop in
fucking solid.
temperature. The room suddenly becomes cold when out of nowhere, the small figure is seen by Wynn. Upon seeing this, he quickly hides away as if frightened by whatever this was. But as if things couldn't get any creepier, the mysterious shadow disappears. Feeling extremely unsettled,
reappears.
Wynn walks out as fast as possible and ends the video there. If the reason for demolishing the restaurant is to get rid of whatever this was, then maybe it's best to completely relocate from this place. But until further info is given to clarify this incident, it seems that we won't know for sure as to who or even what was inside this restaurant. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the
Yeah,
future.
fuck that, I'm out.
That being said, until next time, peace.
Hello! Okay. We're gonna pause that real quick. I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna see why my alerts aren't coming up on fucking, what is that Twitter thing? OBS Studio. What do I use? I use Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs. What's going on with Streamlabs? Because it's supposed to alert me. Streamlabs. When people follow me and whatnot. Log on with Twitch. Authorize. Podcast editor. No. Okay. Recent events. Alert box. Here we go. I'm gonna copy. Make sure that the alert box is still capable. Browser settings. Advanced. General settings. What is... That's weird. Alright. Properties. Follow. Yeah, donation. Tier. Subscription. Raid. What is happening? Why won't it... Like... General settings. Click here. Okay. Source. Audio. Fresh browser. Select properties. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Alright, well, I guess it works now? I'm hoping? I don't know. When I tested it works. I don't know why it's not working right now. Alright, well. What is alert period? Sure. Done. Alright. Well, let's see if it works this time. Alright, my loves. I went into AFib, which is basically part of my heart, the upper chambers of my heart, started beating faster than the bottom chambers. So the bottom, as I'm shaking my boob in the process of showing you, like you can see that. And my heart started going, what the fuck is going on? And trying to catch up. So my heart rate went from like in the 90s all the way up to 190, which is about the same as like Lance Armstrong pedaling his bike in a race. Crazy, crazy shit. And it took a day and a half in the hospital to get my heart under control. And I had to take an ambulance ride because I was freaking the hell out. It made me very lightheaded, and I could feel my heart trying to beat out of my chest. So that's what happened. But I'm okay. Everything's fine. I just never experienced that before. And I'm okay. Everything's fine. But I have to pay for an ambulance ride that cost me about $600. Actually, the 640, but I'm just looking for like $500. If I can get 500, I will be able to pay for the ambulance and I'll be all right. So that was a fun thing. But I'm okay. Everything's fine. Huggies, huggies. But yeah, that's basically the sum of what is going on. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to get at least 100 subscribers. I figure 100 subscribers is close to. If I get $5 for each one, that's $500 for 100 subscribers. So that'll be perfect pay for that if I can get 100 subscribers, or if somebody donates me money, that I will reduce the subscribers necessary. Hey, Lazarus, how are you, love? I hope you're doing good. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to go back into, because I was working on OBS Studios. But let's go to Bizarre Bub's other stuff and watch some of that. So videos that I have not seen. Okay, this I haven't seen before. So we are going to watch that. All right. But yay, you'll be back later. Yay! I can't wait to see you later. We should be good now. All
Mother
right,
is alone
starting
at
the
home
videos.
watching TV when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following
They got
video comes
something
from
on
Daniel
camera.
Thompson, who lives happily with his mother in a 3-story house that is filled with lots of antiques and other priceless items that
Oh,
are
here we go.
fairly
Oh,
creepy
that's
to say the
creepy.
least.
I don't like that.
From expensive
I don't like
artifacts
that.
bought overseas to small
Ooh, like a
collectibles that can't
Templar
be found
cake.
anywhere else, Daniel's mom has been collecting many antiquities ever since he was a child.
Daniel's
However,
mom has
out of all
got
the
it
items in this
going
house,
on.
2 in particular scare him the most. A porcelain doll that is placed at the front entrance of the house, and a dollhouse
Whoa,
that for
I
some
don't like
reason
that.
makes him feel extremely uneasy. The dollhouse, according to Daniel,
Yay,
does something
catch the
very
swallow.
strange. Here's a video of him talking about it.
I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know how to explain it either, so you're just gonna have
I
to
can
try.
say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like
Ooh, tapping.
uh,
Tapioca.
it's like yeah, it's like you know, like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where. And it hasn't done it since.
Peering through the windows, like you're gonna catch a tiny
Daniel
little
thinks
ghost.
that the tapping noises are coming from inside the dollhouse, which is in the room that his sister used to be in. For this reason, he's been recording it ever since with a security camera to see if the knocking continues and to hopefully find the source. But then one day, while passing by the room, this happens. It's late at night when Daniel captures this.
Scratch on the catch wake.
Guys. Do you hear that?
Well, that's loud ass tapping.
Those are the tapping noises I was talking about.
That's a loud ass clicker. That is loud ass banging. Wow. Alright. Okay, good. That's good. Whoa. That was really loud.
Like, where is this coming from?
Well, that's creepy.
It's like knocking at the door.
Are you gonna play with the fucking ghost?
Hello?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Mysteriously, the source of the tapping sounds can't be found anywhere. Even the 3 knocks that were heard on the small door are a mystery. Without a clue as to where they came from, Daniel continues to record the dollhouse. But only a day later, something happens that chills Daniel to his core. Take a look.
Now that you let it into the dollhouse, it's gonna wreak havoc on the dollhouse. Came downstairs. Okay. Oh, went all the way downstairs.
Somehow, the miniature figurines move on their own as though someone or something was playing with them. As if the tapping noises weren't enough to spook Daniel, this happens. Understandably,
Okay, so the
he
little
had no
ghost
words when he saw this
was
video.
up in the
He began to think
attic,
that
got
his
up from
mom
the
may have
chair,
brought either a curse or
moved,
haunted item
walked
into their
downstairs,
house.
tipped over the chair,
Not sure what
walked
to
back
make of it,
all the way
Daniel
downstairs,
doesn't mention nor post
and
any more
turned
footage
the
of the
table.
dollhouse. But then, 2 nights later, something happens that impels him to share the following footage. It's around 2:30
Okay.
in the morning when this is captured.
That's creepy. Don't open the door. You have cameras for a reason. Just don't open the door and you'll be fine. Now you're not okay. Hi, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you. He's just staring at the doll. Dude is just staring at that doll. Dude thinks he's in a horror movie. I
The
mean,
sound of
he does have the
knocking can be heard at the
tri-goddess
door, but
symbol.
strangely, the footage
on
from
the
outside
doormat.
shows no one at the entrance. Who, or even what, had been knocking at the door? Now what's even more strange about this is that the same number of knocks were made earlier in the dollhouse video. Fearing that the dollhouse might have something to do with this, Daniel places the miniature set inside his garage. He continues to record it, just in case the knocking continues. If it
So
does,
glad that
then
they
he'll know
decided
for
to
sure
put
the
a
knocking came from the set
decapitated head
itself, and not from
on
the
the
room it was
door.
in. Fast forward to a day later, and nothing
that
happens.
knocks.
The next video Daniel uploads has nothing to do with the strange activity in his house. Instead, it's a video of him recording his workplace. Nothing is mentioned about the previous incidents or any new activity that's been captured. It seems that whatever had been happening in his house has stopped. But then, out of nowhere, within a couple hours of posting this video, Daniel receives a message from his mom. It's a video of security footage taken from inside their living room. We can see Daniel's mom watching TV when suddenly this happens.
Okay. Damn. That sounded like some bare ass feet running around.
The sound of bare feet running towards Daniel's mom can be heard on camera. Feeling very spooked, she looks around but can't find anything that could explain the running footsteps. It was at this point that both Daniel and his mom were convinced that something is haunting them. Although already convinced, it seems that it didn't stop the strange activity from continuing. Only a day later, Daniel looks over at the footage caught inside the garage and sees this. Around the same time the footsteps are caught on camera, this happened.
I mean, to be fair, you could, damn. You could put those sounds into post. Yeah, I don't like dolls. I fucking don't like dolls. I don't even like doing anti-tower. I don't like dolls so much. In Final Fantasy 14. I mean, it's a spooky castle upside down thing, but God, I don't like the end boss.
Both the tapping sounds and the doll's eyes are no
How
doubt
are you,
creepy.
love?
Yet some viewers believe that the doll is actually mechanical and was either malfunctioning or glitching during this time. This
It could
notion,
be
however, is
malfunctioning.
put to rest as a video from Daniel shows that the doll is entirely hollow from inside. Given this proof, viewers believe that something is haunting both Daniel and his mom. Whether or not that's so,
That's
I'll let you come up with
creepy.
your own conclusion. Is something haunting this house? Or is something else happening here? Feel free to let me know what you think.
Seems like a kid spirit, though. It's playing around with the dollhouse and
A woman is
making
woken up
noises
late
and
at
running
night by
around
her dog,
barefoot.
who is barking non-stop
course, I
at something
have
outside her house. Feeling
bare
very
feet.
unsettled by her dog's behavior, she
I
takes out her
walk around my
phone
house
and
barefoot
records
all
the
the time.
following video. What she sees leaves her in total shock.
It was 4 in the morning and my dog wouldn't stop barking. When I came out, I caught this. The fuck is that? Oh, it looks like oh, that's a dark figure, yeah. Looks like hanging clothes, and that could be a hanging, like, dress or something, maybe.
Although it's hard to see at first, there seems to be a shadow-like figure standing completely still, while seemingly observing the woman, who shakes in fear at the sight of this mysterious being. Immensely terrified, the woman backs away slowly, hoping the shadowy figure doesn't move any closer to the property. It's safe to say that the strange presence has placed both her and her dog on high alert, but it would be the following night that places them in a state of complete terror. What happens next is beyond strange.
That's a black dog, too.
Otra vez el ruido ese. Poco estoy haciendo compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola. Todavía se escucha un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la concha, olor a algo ahí.
It's there. What? What are you talking about?
Sora. Sora, subí.
What the fuck?
Ay, no, lo siento. Nera.
Horrified beyond belief, a pair of long, skinny fingers emerge from underneath the staircase. But creepiest of all is the
That's
complexion of this
weird,
mysterious
but-
being. Its pale skin tone is similar to that of a corpse that was freshly buried. Without delay, the woman runs down the staircase at full speed, hoping to capture whatever this was. But upon arriving down, nothing is seen below the stairs. Whatever had been there had seemingly disappeared. Whether a ghost or some paranormal entity had been caught on camera remains shrouded in mystery.
I don't know. That's weird. That's kind of creepy. But you could easily fake that with.
Now,
just
the
Halloween
exact source of
hands.
this next clip is unknown, so very little context is given, but it doesn't take much to figure out what's going on in the video. Something very strange is caught on camera. The clip itself shows footage of a dog's cage. It's assumed the owner had bought the camera to watch their dog whenever they're away from home. On one occasion, the owner was looking over at the security camera to see what their dog was up to, but to their shock, they saw what may just be a reason for why they should be concerned for the safety of their dog. This is what they saw.
Oh. Well, like the dog was just pushed out of the way.
Right from the start, we can see the dog looking at something that can't be seen on camera. Then strangely, without a moment's notice, the dog is seemingly thrown back as though something had struck them. But strangest
just
of
looked
all
like
is the door
somebody was
opening
like,
on its
"Hey,
own
move out of
immediately
the way,"
afterward,
and
as though someone
pushed
or
the dog out of the
something
way.
had went inside.
Didn't look violent.
But, like always, what do you think? Is this video solid proof of a ghost haunting a dog? Or might this be something that could easily be explained? Let me know your thoughts on this one. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444
Scary
at
videos
gmail.com.
444 at gmail.com.
That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video comes from a bus driver in Singapore who had no idea that his day would start off with a very spooky encounter. It's 7 in the morning somewhere in Singapore when the driver of a large double-decker bus checks the security cameras of both decks inside the vehicle. On his dashboard, we can see live footage of what looks to be an empty bus, but upon looking closely, something pretty unnerving is seen on camera. Take a look.
Oh yeah?
Pagi dah buat seram ah. Kau tengok ni ya.
Okay. Oh, it does look like somebody is sitting down. Okay. Alright.
Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan. Kiwak betul lah. Pagi-pagi dah buat seram ah. Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan. Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah. Aku puas jeritkan dia suruh turun tadi kat dekat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi sini.
Nobody's hiding in there.
Betul lah.
As if seeing someone in what is supposed to be an empty bus wasn't creepy enough, the bus driver checks around and finds no one inside. It appears that whoever or whatever was seen on camera had simply vanished. If no one had been inside the bus, then who or what was this?
It's a little weird, my loves.
On March 6 of 2023, a Reddit user had taken a photo of his kitchen late at night. The Reddit user claims that over the last couple of years, he's been hearing mysterious noises coming from his apartment. For the longest time, he's been trying to figure out the source of these noises. But then one night, while being in his living room, he takes a photo of his kitchen and captures this.
Would like that. Oh, Jesus showed up. All right, or it's more critical. I
It
don't
was
know.
only after enhancing the photo that he was able to see what looks to be a tall figure standing in his kitchen. He believes that whoever this is the person responsible for the strange noises he would hear at night. While the figure itself is
Most
pretty
critical
creepy,
is haunting
viewers
your
believe
fucking
that the
room.
Reddit user had actually caught something paranormal. Whatever this is appears to have no eyes and seems to be very tall when comparing it to the fridge on the side. But it only gets creepier because only a few days later, the Reddit user had posted a video of another strange occurrence.
Okay.
He left his camera recording overnight where the figure was spotted and captured this.
I don't like the distortion on the audio. Ugh. Oh, there's some shadow movement, but it's so poor quality. Oh, yeah, no, that's just Jesus looking around. Or more critical, yeah.
If you look closely, you can see what looks to be a figure moving in the dark. But it's only after brightening the footage that the video becomes even more scary. This mysterious figure might just be the same person or thing caught in the previous photo. Now it could be that a squatter is hiding inside his
weird.
apartment, but then again, some viewers think that
That's
this
a
supposed
tall
person
ass.
is actually something supernatural. There haven't been any further updates on this story, but until then, you be the judge on what was captured.
Fucking most critical got fucking caught.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Yes. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. What else do we have? It comes alive when you see it. Sure.
The following
Alright.
video shows a woman doing a live stream inside her house when something extremely creepy is caught on camera. The woman in this video is known as Cello Loca, who's well known for doing tarot card readings and other fortune-telling activities. It isn't often the
It's
case,
a way
but
to
occasionally
contact him.
Cello would go online and do a live stream where she does tarot card readings for her viewers. But it was just recently that Cello had done something completely different. Instead of reading cards as usual, she decides to do a seance inside her house.
Oh, that's
Little
a
did she know that
bad
this would be a big
idea.
As Cello tries to make
Yeah.
contact with the dead, she talks to a friend on
Bad
the phone
idea.
who's watching the live stream. She sits in front of a mirror when all of a sudden, this happens.
Guys, don't do seances. Don't try to contact
Es
them.
como si me quedara inmovilizada. Mira que se ahora hacen así.
Because there are other things that take
Ahora se abre
advantage
la
of
puerta.
people's curiosity, and
¿Dónde está la puerta? ¿Se ve la
it
puerta?
never. I've never heard of one ending like, oh yeah, we got to talk to him, and nothing bad ever happened after that. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Que se abra.
No, no posible.
Fuck that.
No posible.
Fuck that.
Ay, tu madre.
Yeah, it's impossible. My ass, it just happened.
No me toquéis que estoy protegida, ¿eh? No me toquéis que estoy protegida. No vale. Ya abro la luz, tía.
Yeah, I'll turn on the
Somehow,
lights
the
after
door
that
opens
too.
on its own. But
Fuck
even
that.
stranger is that it opened when Cello asked the supposed spirit to do so. Feeling completely terrified, she takes a moment to gather herself before proceeding further with the seance. What happens next
Man.
has left her beyond spooked. Watch.
Yeah, no shit. Don't do
¿Te
that.
puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Estás enfadado? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante? Venga, ponte delante del espejo. Te quiero ver. Dios, tu puta madre. No, puta, que me caigo.
Hostia, Chelo, cuidado.
Hostia.
Yeah, fuck that.
It is at this point that Cello has seen enough and decides to end the live stream. Given what happened, viewers believe that Cello might have reached out to a sinister entity. Yet others think that something else was contacted. Although pretty spooky, it could be that this whole thing was just a setup for the sole purpose of getting views.
You
But
contacted
it
an
seems that
alien.
many viewers find this
They're
video
like,
to
"Yo,
be
what's
genuine
up?"
evidence of something paranormal. But of course, you be the judge. Ghost or not? Feel free to let me know what you think. Now the following video barely has any information, but it still speaks for itself. Where
That's
exactly this
creepy.
video had come from is unknown, as the original source is a total mystery. All that is known is that it was found by someone online who reposted the video. In it, a small child is seen lying at a doorway when something pretty baffling happens. Take a look.
Yeah, that was weird. Whatever I saw was... Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
According to viewers, it seems that the child was either kicked or pushed by an unseen force. Even before it happened, they seemed to be
Hi,
scared of something, as though they were trying to
Shampers!
get away from whoever
How are you?
or
I
whatever's
hope you're
inside this
doing
room.
amazing
The
today.
lack of info and the unknown source of this
Champagne is
video
the
makes
best.
it hard to determine if it's paranormal or not.
Lemon
For now, it remains a
From the
mystery
plate.
until more info is brought forth.
Hang on, let me give you a shout out, honey. Shinbei, the lemon
Now this next
only.
video was posted in
Come
September of this
play
year,
with
but for some
me.
reason was taken down a few days later. Some believe that the video was removed because the person in it is so traumatized by this
Pokemon
incident
Mystery
that they don't want to be reminded of what occurred.
Dungeon.
Although it's not
Yeah.
clear what the reason might be, the owner of the footage has reposted the video for those interested in seeing it before taking it down again.
Oh, thank you, honey.
It
Thank
goes
you for the
without
raid.
saying
Hey,
that the video is
raiders. I am
pretty creepy
Mithra
to say the least.
Sukiyaki, your
In it, a
goddess
security guard is working the
of
night
spooky
shift inside
videos
a private
today,
building
evidently.
somewhere in Colombia when something very strange happens. The guard is on duty, patrolling the area, when out of nowhere, someone greets him. Or so it seems.
That's creepy.
Take a look.
When people have full-blown conversations with other people that just don't exist, that's either hallucination or full-blown ghost. And I'm not sure which. Of course, honey. Lurk and snuggle. I give you the snuggles. You relax. Aww, I hope you feel better, honey. Yeah, you can have the snuggles, honey. Oh, and the light turned off. That's weird. Yeah, Shanbei the Ipi Oni. He's the Ipi.
At the start of the clip, we can see the guard waving at someone and looking at them.
Of course,
But
honey. Have the
as the
sweetest
video
dreams.
continues,
Hope
no
you
one
feel better.
appears.
Talk to you soon.
he seems to be having a conversation with someone who doesn't appear to be there. Although pretty strange, it's the following piece of information that makes this video a whole lot creepy. As it turns out, the security guard in this footage says that he was talking to someone who was in need of assistance. That someone was an old lady who was asking for directions to a place in the building. But, as we can see in the footage, she doesn't appear to be there. A few minutes pass,
Weird.
and the guard is still chatting with whoever it might be that we can't see on camera. But then, after conversating for a while, he is radioed by his coworker who tells him something that suddenly makes his blood run cold. Watch.
Whoa. What the fuck? Dude took the fuck off. I don't blame him though.
Right away, the guard hits the button to the elevator, thinking it would open immediately, but then quickly realizes that the stairs would be a better escape. In a panic frenzy,
I don't blame
he runs
you.
away
Fuck
and
that
leaves
shit,
the
I'm
building
out.
without ever looking back. It isn't clear where exactly the guard had went, but given his response, it seems likely that it was far away from this
He
building.
quit. He was like,
All in
fuck
all,
that, I'm
his
out.
coworkers have no doubt in their
Bye-bye.
minds that this whole encounter was paranormal in nature. But, unfortunately, this whole video is a mystery. Without sufficient info, the question remains, who or what exactly had the security guard been talking to? There's a photo online that's been circulating through various groups on Facebook. The image was initially posted somewhere in September of this year, but ever since then, people have been getting creeped out by this photo. Now, the
Okay.
photo itself comes from a family who took the image during a baby shower that occurred somewhere in Mexico. Lots of photos were taken at this party, but one
Something
in
over his
particular
shoulder.
has left
It's
the family
always something
disturbed.
over the shoulder.
It was only after the party was over that they looked at the photos and saw the chilling photograph that they can't seem to explain. It's nighttime, and the party seems to be going well, when someone takes out their phone and begins to take various photos. They see a group of
Okay.
people in the corner and decide to take their picture. Little did they know that they would capture this.
Okay. Oh. Looks like a old. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
The family was left shaken up after
Looks like a
seeing
Halloween
this.
decoration.
According to them, nobody was next to this woman when they took the pic. They further mentioned that its facial appearance is unlike anything they've ever seen.
Hey,
Although
Neo,
some
how
people
are
think
you,
that this might have
love?
been a case of pareidolia, as the rocks in the background could have been mistaken for a face, the family is certain that this wasn't a
It could
rock
be
or something
pareidolia.
pareidolich. They've taken photos of the same area where the pic was taken,
How dare they
and none of
put
them
on
show
me?
the figure that was captured. So then,
Cute.
if this wasn't pareidolia or someone they know, who or what was this?
It was Neo. You photobombed him good, Neo.
This next video comes from a man named Chris
I'm
Hill,
doing all right.
who
How are
might
you,
recall
honey?
from a previous video. From exploring abandoned places to seeing things that he can't explain, Chris has had his fair share of creepy occurrences. But his most recent exploration may just be the creepiest. Chris visits an abandoned warehouse at an undisclosed location. Inside, he finds a lot of empty
Aw, well,
crates
thank you
and
for the
mountains of
support,
debris.
love.
Although
Appreciate
mostly
ya.
empty, he can't help but feel a certain presence inside this building. Small critters might have made this place their home, but to Chris, it seems that something else is living here. Feeling a little
That was
terrified,
definitely a
he
rat,
searches all
I think.
around and finds nothing.
Or a possum. I'm not sure which.
But here's where things start to get really creepy. As Chris continues to explore the place, he finds a small staircase that leads him to the floor below. He takes it and finds a room with many doorways. One of them, however, leads to a narrow passage that seemingly has no end. Chris enters the passage and immediately notices something strange.
Whoa.
I'm gonna reset where my position
It's
is.
noticeably colder in here.
There we go.
What the hell? If you stand right here, it's kind of warm. Like normal temperature. But as soon as you go in here, it gets cold. That is creepy as hell.
What to do?
Whoa, that is weird. That is weird. Like, I'm not joking on it. What was that? It's noticeably colder in here. Wow. This is gonna be creepy.
Chris has no idea as to why there's a sudden change in temperature when entering inside. But confused and scared, he walks further into the passage, not sure where it would take him. He eventually arrives at an area that is more spacious and emptier.
Hell.
However, it is at this point when things take a dark turn. He goes in and sets up a few cameras before exploring the whole space. One camera in particular is an infrared camera that records in real time. When he's done setting up all cameras, he continues to explore the site. But unbeknownst to
Okay.
him, this is captured.
Okay. What are we looking at?
Damn. Still gotta go down there too. Did you hear that? That was loud.
Right? Who goes to these places alone? Dude needs friends to explore with. You don't need to be going to these places alone. Fuck that shit.
What was that?
Nah. I would go with people. I would not go
What was
alone.
that noise?
Oh, alright, fine. I see how it. No, we're going to this crazy guy. Just going alone in this basement. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay. Maybe it's just a reflection of light? Reflecting off of something? It looks like a reflection of light. I think it's just the light he's shining in there is reflecting off of something and reflecting off of something again. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Had it not been for the
It
second
looked
camera,
like there was some
this would have been
reflection
missed.
stuff. Reflection
A
stuff.
mist-like figure can be seen approaching
no.
Chris from a distance before reaching him. Eerily enough, Chris turns around as soon as the figure gets to him. And, as if that wasn't creepy enough, a strange-like figure in the corner can be seen peeking at the camera. Chris has no clue as to what this could have been, but viewers can't help but think that this might have been some supernatural creature that was spying on Chris. Whatever it might have been, he is certain that he won't be coming back to this place, as he's definitely spooked. But as always,
Bobby
what are
the
your thoughts
local
on
hobo.
this? Paranormal or not?
Yeah, I don't feel like getting stabbed again.
If you
I'd
caught
rather
something
not.
creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out
Chubby!
and include in the next compilation, you can send them
How
over to
are
scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
The little chop chops.
This
I
last
think
video
you
shows a
get
woman
nuts.
who appears to be very sick. The person recording claims that she might be on her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
It's like an arm reaching into her. And poking her. Poke, poke.
It's like something touching her.
And no shit. You don't have to circle it. It's a giant light arm. She looks like she's talking to somebody.
What looks to be an arm reaching out to the woman on her supposed deathbed can be seen on camera.
Looks like she's talking to her.
It reaches out as though whatever this is trying to comfort the sick woman.
Oh,
Some viewers have
kind of
theorized
scratching
that
my
this
leg.
might be the ghost
Oh,
of a
I'm
loved
sorry,
one
honey.
who is still looking after their
Come
partner
here, I'll give
from
you
beyond the
snuggles
grave.
and huggles and have
Although
pets.
pretty wholesome,
I
it
protect
is
you
solely a
from kitty
belief.
cats.
Yet most viewers can't help but think this. But of course, what do you think? Had the ghost of a loved one paid a visit to this woman? Or is there a possible explanation for the ghostly arm?
Yeah, it's
Feel
a
free
very,
to let me know
very
what you think
pale
down
nurse
below.
indeed. I don't know, that's creepy.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Look, I could be that pale nurse. I'm so pale, so it's understandable. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. All right.
A couple is inside their
Ooh,
kitchen
somebody
when
in
something
a
pretty
fucking-
terrifying is caught on camera.
All right.
The following video comes from Crystal
your
and
average
Damien,
pale person
who both live happily in the
listening in
house
the
of their
moonlight.
dreams. They had bought their home a few months ago before recently becoming
Thank you for the
engaged.
subscription,
To the
Dinos.
couple,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
this house has become an important part of their
Every
relationship,
subscription helps
as
me pay
without
for
it,
the
their
ambulance
bond
ride.
wouldn't be as strong.
Yay!
Although happy to be the property owners of this new house, there's something about this place that spooks them just a bit. Sometimes, things would happen that neither Damien nor Crystal could explain. For this reason, they've set up cameras throughout their house to capture video evidence of the strange occurrences. In return, they would have solid proof that what they're experiencing isn't just in their heads, but in fact, something real. It goes without saying, but what they've captured has left them deeply unsettled. On August 6th of 2022, a security camera inside their hallway captures this. It's worth noting that it was past
Okay.
midnight when this happened. Take a look.
Okay. And we got some dust particles. It sounds like somebody's beating on the like glass. It doesn't even sound like it's the door. It sounds like the glass on the door is getting banged up against. Oh, there goes another particulate. And there's the guy. Who the fuck opens the door? That late at night. It could be added in post-edit. Yeah, I agree. Any noises I'm suspect of, because you can add those in post. Motherfucker had opened up the fuck. Alright.
Although not really sure what to make of this, except that it might have been someone pranking them, or some crazy person banging on their door late at night, it's the following video that scares them the most. The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends if that's how it's going to make me feel at the end of the day. Like, it feels more like...
They don't mean to do that. They're not like planning on, you know, they
Do you
don't.
know how shitty it feels to hang out with a group of people and they don't even want you there. Like
They do want you
but
there.
I'm only
They
there
want you
because
there. They like you.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't. They like.
No, they
They
don't.
like.
Don't
Yeah, they
listen to
like me.
him.
They're my friends, but they're my. But they like you a lot.
they're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not. They're not trying. That's just how they.
What the fuck? I mean, she could have some latent psychic abilities that... I mean, that's how poltergeists are, though. Usually it's... someone in a delicate state who is stressed out.
Just as the argument was getting intense,
Yeah.
a plate from one of the cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but
The
not
fact that
before
she
being flung toward
leaves?
Damien. It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, this next video is by far the creepiest. It's late at night and Crystal's alone at home. We can see her scrolling through her phone when out of nowhere, this happens.
Yeah, slide out of them covers. Why are you still in them? You just saw the door move. Why don't you have the fans on if you're that fucking... This feels set up. This feels not right.
Perhaps thinking that Damien had come home from work early, she waits for him to appear. But seconds pass, and no one is seen. Damien isn't there. Understandably, Crystal was shaken
Why
up,
name your kid
but
Damien?
it seems that this incident wasn't
It's
as
the
scary
same
to
name
Crystal
of
as
the
the most
kid
recent
that
occurrence.
fucking
It's not
was
known what
in
exactly happened,
the
but
horror
it's evident
movie,
that whatever had just
this
occurred has
Antichrist,
left the couple
Damien.
no choice but to leave their house.
Yeah, it's just
In
the
a
wind.
recent video,
Must have
Damien
been the
explains the
wind.
situation.
Yeah. We're just just outside because it's getting weird in there and we don't feel safe being in there anymore, so we're just gonna go to a Airbnb for the night and just for the night. And then we're gonna figure out what to do.
The activity has become so intense that they can no longer live happily inside
If
their
it's
house.
a poltergeist, you can't really
Sadly,
ignore it.
they have no choice but to leave behind their dream home in the hopes that things would settle down. Feeling hopeless, they book an Airbnb and spend the night there. However, the following night, they decide to return home and try something that would hopefully solve their problem. According to them, by doing a seance, they can reach out to the supposed spirit that is haunting their
You
house and
fucking
ask it to leave.
idiots!
They do just that and record the entire process of the seance. Little did they know,
You can't really
this
hire
would be
a
a
priest.
bad
You have
idea.
to...
This is their video.
You basically... To get a priest, you have to prove there's a haunting. And get them a cause to intervene in the ghostly activity. And, yeah.
Okay.
No. Don't do a seance. Okay, that was weird. Hang on. Okay, that's... Oh, it's just the glare of the light being lit. Okay, never mind. Never fucking mind. I thought that that was a weird light in the background. No, that was just him lighting this incense. Craigslist? Get a fucking priest? Okay. I'm a priest from Craigslist. Look, there's a couple things I'm gonna need from you. First, you're gonna have to leave the house for about 3 hours, alright? I'm gonna need the house by myself 3 hours. Go watch a movie or something, man. I don't care. You can come back in 3 hours. Second, my boys here in their van, they're gonna be ringing bells in your house, so it's gonna be loud, so you gotta alert your neighbors that it's fine, and we're gonna be taking the ghost out, and yeah, any haunted items we may find, we will get rid of them free of charge. Yeah, don't hire a priest on Craigslist, please. Yeah, maybe
All of a
like you
sudden,
shouldn't have
the
done
shower
that.
door begins to shake on its own. With this, the couple rushes out of the bathroom, understanding that something had gone wrong with the seance. Terrified by the incident, they leave the house and return to the Airbnb. To the couple, the safest plan for now is to stay away from home. Given what's happened, this is probably a better idea. But until they come up with another solution, their house remains abandoned. So then, with all that's happened, just what exactly is going on inside their house? Until any updates are given, it seems that this question will have no definitive answer. But as always, what's your stance on this? Paranormal or not? You be the judge. An urban explorer named Chris Hill returns to an abandoned warehouse and encounters something far more terrifying than the last time he came there. Previously, Chris had found a place that is believed to be extremely haunted. It wasn't until looking back at the footage that he took during this exploration that Chris realized he wasn't alone. Someone, or something, had been watching him throughout the entire night. Whatever this was, Chris can't help but feel that the supposed supernatural entity is the reason why he felt as though someone had touched him. Not sure what to make of it, and disturbed by what the camera had caught, he made it clear that he'd never come back to this place. But it seems that Chris has had a change of mind, as his most recent video shows him returning to the site.
Oh, I got like 1,000 views with that shit. I'm gonna do this again.
This is probably a very bad idea.
Yeah, no shit.
Now,
Maybe
whether or
don't go
not
there
viewers
alone.
have
Maybe
convinced
go
him
with
to
a group
return
of
is unknown.
friends.
But if one
Like,
thing is
get
certain,
300
it's that
people in
Chris
there and
does
you'll
not want to be
a
here.
little bit better.
He takes the same path he took last time when exploring this
Probably
place.
gotta pay them bills. Yeah,
and just
you're
like
right.
before, when he gets
You're
to a
right.
creepy corridor beneath the building, things start to get a little strange.
Wow. Yep, it's still really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like, that's how you know I'm not lying. But look, I'll do it out here. You don't see my breath. But as soon as you come in here, oh my God, it's freezing.
Them paid actors don't come cheap. Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can see that. I hope
See,
so.
freezing temps.
But that's
freezing
crazy.
temps.
The change in temperature upon entering the corridor is no doubt
What day is
strange,
today? Is it
but it's the
Wednesday or
following
Tuesday? It's
incident that's by
Wednesday.
far the strangest. When Chris arrives at the site where he felt as though someone had touched him, he's immediately overcome by a feeling of dread. Now, you don't have to look closely to notice a blue light in the distance. This is where Chris had set up the infrared cameras, which is the same spot where he set them up last time. Near the cameras, however, there's a small staircase that leads to a space below that Chris hadn't fully
I saw
explored.
that.
He proceeds to check out the space and captures
It's
this.
an empty wine cellar, it looks like.
It's a weird noise in this room.
Whoa, okay, I heard whispering.
That's creepy.
It sounded like I'm so scared.
It's a weird noise in this room.
Are you supposed to be here?
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like someone whispering in a deep, monotone voice. Viewers agree that this alone would have made Chris run for the hills had he listened to the audio right then and there. But it's the following incident that did just that. As he heads back upstairs and arrives at the creepy corridor, things take a terrifying turn.
Yeah.
This is what was captured.
Really creepy in here. As I walk, it
I
sounds
don't
like
like.
people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy.
Looks like the hallway to your bathroom. Yeah. No, I wouldn't be using your bathroom, honey. Oh, he's got a pee-pee drawn on him.
Bones are still there. It's nasty. What the hell is that?
Oh, fuck that. Nope, I'm out. I'm fucking out. Yep, nope, up the stairs. Get the fuck out of there. No, you go get your technology. You get the fuck out of there, buddy. What is going on with this fucking camera? This camera's freaking the fuck out. I got spooked by an animal too. An animal dropped a giant fucking bone. Yeah, I'd shit myself too. Animal not supposed to be fucking chewing on bones when I'm looking up at them. I don't need that shit in my life. Oh, there's a misty figure walking across the way. That's creepy. That's weird. That is strange. Yeah, there was a misty figure that walked. But it's like it appears in the middle of doing something and then walks by. That looks like a residual if it continues to do that. Does that look like the same one?
Immediately after Chris hears a noise coming from above, a piece of debris from upstairs hits the ground, sending him running out of the corridor in a panic frenzy. He arrives back upstairs, unaware that during this time, the infrared camera from below had caught footage of a ghostly figure walking about before suddenly disappearing. What's even more strange is that the figure appears only seconds later after the piece of debris had mysteriously fallen on its own.
As a tax loss.
Feeling beyond scared, Chris looks around to find the piece of debris that fell.
No, if I ran all that way.
Just fell on this grate. Maybe it fell from up there. Oh my God, my heart's racing. Okay, you know what?
I hear a train.
Put the IR camera up here while I explore.
Well, you already caught a ghost downstairs. You gotta catch a ghost upstairs too.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got the IR camera set up.
This motherfucker is
at the top floor.
A different breed, I'm telling you.
By setting up the infrared cameras on the top floor, Chris hopes to capture footage of who or whatever it might have been that dropped the box. He sets up the IR cameras from below and continues to explore the place, specifically downstairs. But when Chris returns to where the IR cameras have been set up,
well, there was an arrow pointing somewhere, so maybe? Let's see what we got. My God, my boobs are like totally fucking... Never mind, ignore that. What the fuck? Alright, I don't know how else to... It's a ghetto as fuck setup, but it works. That motherfucker just got fucking thrown. That motherfucker got knocked out for 10 minutes? fuck that! Get the fuck out and go make sure you don't have a concussion. Yeah! Ghost got sick of that shit and was like, fuck off! Yeah, you just got your ass kicked by an ectoplasmic fucking bug. Get your shit and go! Yeah, no shit.
In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out
I
upon
don't know how
impact.
you can fake
Minutes
getting
pass
fucking knocked
when he suddenly
like that.
wakes up to find that he's been unconscious for a while. Realizing what just happened, he grabs his things and immediately leaves the place. With all that's happened, as well as the previous incident from last time, viewers no doubt believe that something sinister dwells in this place. Whether malicious or not, the question is begged. Did Chris capture evidence of a paranormal happening? Or is there something else that could explain this? Although it's hard to be sure what occurred, one thing is certain. Chris is definitely never coming back to this place again.
Yeah, fucking A. You just got your fucking ass handed to you.
This next video comes from a hospital in Argentina where a security guard had been doing the night shift when out of nowhere, something pretty strange was caught on camera. The hospital in question is known as the Finochetto Sanatorium, which is located in the city of Buenos Aires. Not much is known about this hospital, except that it might be haunted. This notion had just become popular recently when surveillance footage from inside the hospital captured this. At around 3 in the morning, a security guard is filling out some paperwork when he looks across at the entrance and sees an old woman walking through the automatic doors. He promptly gets up and receives the old lady. According to the guard, this is exactly what happened that morning. But when looking over at the video that was taken during this time, a different story is told. This is the footage.
Alright, let's see it. Do the doors open? Okay, the door's open. Five months later, he's back again. He was sleep deprived as fuck. Okay, yeah. That sleep whooped his ass. His fucking, sleep paralysis demon was like, dude, fucking sleep, and knocked his ass out so he could sleep.
All the details of the security guard story check out, except for one. The old woman that supposedly walked in and met with him. No one else is seen, except the guard. Strangely though, we can see the doors opening as though someone had walked in. Further adding to the strangeness, the guard is seen conversing with someone, but they don't appear to be there or anywhere in sight. The video on its own is creepy, but it's the story that makes it creepier. It's the following detail though that makes it a whole lot spooky. According to the guard, after attending the old lady and offering her a wheelchair because of how frail she looked, she made her way to the elevator. She then told the guard she was going to the 9th floor to look for the ID and belongings of a patient who had passed away the day before. She proceeds to enter the elevator and is never seen again. As it turns out,
doors do open
the
by
name of the
themselves
woman,
all the
which the
time,
guard
but
had
it's
written
just
down on his
weird that
clipboard,
he would
was in fact a patient of the hospital who had passed away the day before. Because of this,
Write down the name of
viewers
someone
believe
who
that the
passed
ghost
away
of the old
before,
lady had come to collect her things.
and then
Real or
offer her a
not,
wheelchair.
it's a good story. Yet,
That's a
it
little
seems that
weird.
no further information is available on this
That's a
video,
little strange.
making this whole incident a total mystery. The following video comes from Troy Legault, who lives happily with his family and 3 dogs inside a house that was only built 10 years ago. Given the age of this house, Troy doesn't think that it's old enough to be haunted. However, it seems that Troy has been proven wrong in regards to this notion, as it was just recently that something very unusual was captured. Prior to this video, there have been other weird happenings in his home. From things moving on their own, to lights turning on by themselves, none compare to the following footage. On November 6th of 2022, at around 8:30 in the morning, this was captured.
creepy poltergeist activity. It's a little weird. I always close with some force. That wasn't the wind. That is weird. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That is very strange. Gonna turn the light back on? Now it's opening the door even more. Now the fan's off, lights off. I don't like that noise. That sounds like a bad
Although not
spirit.
much info is given on this clip, it's still pretty weird. All that is known is that no one was home when this happened. As with most viewers, Troy can't seem to explain this. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This last video comes from Anna Tan, who's the mother of a baby girl named Evelyn. It was only a few months ago that Anna's brother passed away. His passing has been very painful for Anna, considering how close he was to her and her daughter. Although tragic, Anna takes comfort in the thought that he still lives on in the afterlife and continues to watch over Evelyn and the rest of her family. One day, Anna and her daughter are in the kitchen when something very strange happens. Anna takes out her phone and begins to record. This is what was captured.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
Weird. A ghoul?
Who are you talking to?
She's talking to a ghoul. A ghoul. Yeah, a ghoul. Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Evelyn. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
It appears as though Evelyn is talking to someone. Anna is convinced that her baby daughter had been in contact with her deceased
Her
uncle.
imaginary friend.
This notion becomes even more believable, considering that a male voice is heard early in the video.
Who are you talking?
If you listen closely, the word
No,
uncle
that sounded
can
like
be
a
heard.
TV.
For this reason, including the fact that her daughter kept on
it's a
repeating
ghoul.
uncle over and over.
Who are you talking to?
You see? A ghoul. A ghoul. Yeah, a ghoul.
Anna
Yeah.
believes that her brother was present during this recording. Like with most videos though, I'll let you decide whether or not that's the case. All in all, although strange, this video is pretty wholesome. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next
okay.
time.
When you see it. Sure,
A mother
what's
hides a
up?
camera inside her daughter's bedroom and ends up capturing something pretty creepy. Now the video itself comes from Leo Lourdes, the mother in question, who recently moved into a new home with her small daughter. Ever since moving
If her
in,
leg gets
she's noticed that her
grabbed by
daughter has been
something out of a
talking to
vent
an
and pulled
imaginary
into the
friend.
vent, I would say
Although
that
it's
that's
normal
pretty
for young
creepy.
children to have make-believe friends, there's something about this
Yeah.
imaginary friend that doesn't sit well with Leo.
Hey, so we are just moving in. I'm literally, it's such a mess. I'm sorry, but we're moving into this old house, and my daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend, except for it feels really real. Obviously, it's an imaginary friend, but it's been weirding me out. And I'm wondering if something is triggering it or why it's happening. So I put this camera down and I'm just gonna let it run and we'll see.
Why do
Curious as to what goes on inside her daughter's
that
bedroom when she's not
with,
around,
like, the
Leo places a camera on a stand and
street
lets her
everything?
record 24/7.
I've seen that in a lot of
At
kids'
first,
houses.
nothing
like
strange is
kids'
captured.
houses
But then
nowadays.
one
I
night,
wonder if that's
after having
something that
dinner,
they'll remember
Leo's
and be
daughter
like,
goes to her
"Do you
bedroom
remember
and
that
plays with her
fucking
so-called
Playmat?
imaginary friend.
Do you remember that fucking
What
Playmat?"
happens next is beyond strange. This
I
is
didn't have
what
that
was
shit when I
captured.
was young.
Hey guys, this is what the camera picked up, captured, whatever, a couple nights ago.
So you remember it? Okay. I didn't have that shit. I remember
I'm freaked
going
out.
to my great grandmother's place.
I really don't know what to make of this.
And she gave us a stick with rope tied to it and told to whip bumblebees outside to keep us busy.
What are you doing?
We whipped the shit out of bumblebees in midair with a stick and rope. That's the shit that I played with.
Do you want to? Do you want to sleep?
Yeah, it's very unique childhood games called Don't Get Stoned and for some reason have fun. Sounds like somebody typing real close to their mic. Yep, you're just like, alright, I'm done playing. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Dude, you're leaving your rabbit! Grab the bunny rabbit and then walk out!
Somehow,
Don't
the
leave
door
your
opens
bunny.
on its own. Seeming confused and scared, Leo's daughter carefully walks out of the room. But, as if that wasn't strange enough, if you listen closely to the video's audio, you can hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling noise coming out of nowhere. It happens right as the door opens by itself.
It sounds like somebody's either brewing coffee or typing on a loud ass keyboard close to the fucking microphone, like a laptop.
Because of this, Leo can't help but think that whatever had opened the door was making this noise. But to her, it seems that her daughter's imaginary friend might have something to do with this.
Hungry.
She has yet to figure out what exactly occurred that night. But for now, the question remains, was something paranormal actually caught? Or could something else explain this? It was during a live news report that something very unnerving was caught on camera. On September 19th of 2017, a massive earthquake had struck the center of Mexico, claiming the lives of 369 people and destroying dozens of buildings.
Damn.
This earthquake was so intense that many country residents are still, to this day, haunted by this terrible incident. But there's one disturbing event that occurred during this earthquake that stands out the most in many people's minds. The destruction of a private school for preschoolers and secondary students. Nearby residents fled to the scene after learning that students were trapped underneath the rubble of the building. Sadly enough, it is said that during the search and rescue, they could hear the muffled sounds of screaming children underneath the rubble. Some did not survive the impact of the wreckage. This was truly a tragic day for the parents of these children.
Yeah, no shit.
Nevertheless, a horde of news stations arrived on the scene to broadcast live footage of this horrifying incident. But one particular news station had caught something very unusual. Viewers of the broadcast noticed it and immediately began to record their screens. What was captured has left many people unsettled. Be sure to look closely at the large crack in this wall, as you might miss it the first time. This is what was captured.
Hacer este túnel y en la parte de arriba lo están tratando de hacer desde el techo de este, digamos, como balcón. Hay socorristas tanto de la Cruz Roja como del Ejército Mexicano y del Plan Marina que están pues con los planos del edificio en mano y continúan la versión de que están muy cerca.
Oh, there's like a
de lo que
person
era
in there?
el área de cocina.
There's like a kid in there.
Within the wall's crevice, a small, palish-looking figure can be seen gazing at the rescuers surrounding the building. Even more chilling is that its face resembles that of a child's. Yet, there's something eerie about this supposed child.
Yeah, it's a little
They stand
creepy.
completely still throughout the entire broadcast. It's almost as though they're not alive. And what's even more strange is that at first nothing appears in the crack, but then later, a childlike face is seen. For this reason, among others,
a little
many
weird.
believe that this may have been the ghost of a child who was trapped underneath the rubble, but sadly passed away. But as always, what do you think? Had the spirit of a child trapped in the wreckage appear on camera? Or was something else seen? There has yet to be a clear answer as to what was caught in the footage, but for now, this video remains a mystery. There's a small musician on YouTube by the name of Axel Loza who usually uploads videos that showcase his musical
That's a lot
talents.
of ghosts.
From videos
Or
that show what
it's
happens behind the scenes for a music video to
Pareidolia,
random clips of
yeah,
him playing
yeah.
music, there's no shortage of videos that display his musical skills. However, out of all videos posted online, one video has left viewers totally spooked. The video in question is strange, as it doesn't involve
Okay.
anything related to music like most of Axel's videos. Instead, it starts off with Axel's brothers waking up in the dead of night and staring off into the distance. Immediately, we can tell that there's
That's
something off
weird.
about this video.
Yeah, no shit.
Axel explains that he and his brothers had woken up after hearing strange noises coming from the closet. They were staring at it when suddenly, after looking closely, they saw something that left them completely shook. This is what they saw.
They saw
Aquí están mis hermanos.
a red balloon.
Ya quieren dormir, pero están viendo la misma cara que yo. Y es lo que me temía.
99 red balloons floating in the summer breeze.
No se puede dormir.
Panic bears, there's red alert. Oh, fuck that.
No hay nada. No hay absolutamente nada.
Behind the closet's window pane, a ghostly
Yeah, that
face
looks like
can
a
be
straight
seen.
up kid.
But when Axel heads over to open the closet, he finds no one
And that's
inside.
quick.
It quickly disappears as soon as Axel opens the door.
I don't know, there's
The
something
camera
could be
pans
pressed
around
up
all over
against
the
the window,
closet,
though.
showing no possible hiding spots
Yeah, it
for the
doesn't
supposed
show-
person inside. Now, of course, it could be that Axel is just a really good video editor and had cut the video to pull
Maybe.
this off. But slowing down the footage
There's
where
a
the cut or
cut.
edit could have been made seems to show no signs of editing. So then, if this is genuine footage of something paranormal, what exactly
maybe.
was caught on camera?
It's possible.
Like most videos, it
Yeah,
seems we may never know,
when
as no
the
further
camera-
information
the
has been given.
face goes out of frame, it does look like there may be a cut right there. Yeah.
This next video
yeah.
comes from a security officer who, while being on duty, caught something pretty spooky on camera. Eric Campbell of Tampa, Florida, works for a company that owns a tall building at an undisclosed location. The building itself is believed to be haunted, as those who've worked there have reported paranormal encounters. Now, Eric himself doesn't believe in the paranormal, but after what
Dude,
happened
why
one
does that
night
door
while
look
working a
like
night
that?
shift at this
That's
place,
horrible.
he might just be a believer. Eric and another security officer are patrolling around the premises of the building when all of a sudden, Eric spots what looks to be a person inside the edifice. Alerted by the trespasser, Eric's colleague heads inside to interrogate the person.
Who the fuck wants
Meanwhile,
to go to a
Eric
business
stays
and haunt a
outside to make sure the
business?
intruder doesn't escape. Little did they know, they would encounter something they weren't trained for.
Those are some pretty eyes.
Eric is talking to his
Maybe not
partner
the
through a
bloodshotness,
walkie-talkie
but
as he watches the trespasser.
pretty greens.
Can you see this thing?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking
The lights are.
hallway, and I can't see, like, I literally see nothing.
The lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved. It just moved. It just moved.
I just heard a weird noise. Please don't tell me that as you said that.
Dude, it just moved.
Without warning, the
I
trespasser
just heard a weird fucking
disappears,
noise.
leaving
Don't
Eric
fucking
in
tell me
total
that.
shock. It was at this point that he realized this wasn't a trespasser, but instead, something else. Ever since that night, Eric has been having trouble understanding what he saw. To this day, neither he nor his partner have any idea as to who or what was inside the building.
That's a little weird.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. As with most videos found online, this next one has little to no information. It is still nonetheless very strange. Although its original source is unknown, a viewer of the video
Why is he
comments that it came
sleeping in
from
such a
someone who's been
small
dealing with
bed?
unusual occurrences at home. They placed a camera inside their bedroom to capture the strange events that often happen inside. It appears to be late at night when the following happens. Watch.
What the fuck?
The man is suddenly lifted off the bed as though something is pulling him upwards from his feet. In a panic frenzy, the man scoots all the way over to the other end of the bed, seemingly trying to make sense of what just happened. The video then cuts to black. The lack of a backstory to this video keeps it shrouded in mystery, making it a bit harder to know what exactly occurred. But what's your stance on this? Real or not? I'll let you be the judge.
That looks like a marketing thing. That looks like
This last video comes from a man
professional,
named
like,
Brandown
rig was set
Costa,
up
who was woken up by a
to
strange
fake
noise outside
somebody
his
getting
room.
pulled, yanked.
He proceeds to take out his phone
that's just
and
a
record the
weird
strange
bed.
event, but what he captures leaves him
And
deeply
he's perfectly
unsettled.
laying in
Now,
the bed.
according to Brandown,
It's
he
just
had played with
weird.
the Ouija board a few
I
days
don't trust
prior.
it.
For this reason, he believes that what he captured that night was paranormal in nature. All in all, this incident has spooked him to his core. This is what he captured.
Is that just scratching on the door or what? Dude ain't got shit in his house.
No manches. ¿Qué era eso? No.
Wait, what?
Ay, no manches.
I didn't see it.
Eerily enough, a face can be seen
Definitely.
peeking at Brandown
Oh.
before disappearing from sight. But, scariest of all, the bedroom door suddenly closes on its own. Given that Brandown had played with the Ouija board before this, viewers aren't surprised that this happened. But still,
Yeah,
what he
it's
encountered
almost as
is
if,
downright
don't
terrifying.
fucking do that!
Yet the question is still begged, who or what was this? Now that's creepy.
Yeah, minimalist kitchen indeed.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
That was entertaining. What else we got? Don't watch alone. Don't watch alone. That's creepy. That looks like the same fucking person. Alright.
A dog owner is alone at home when something extremely creepy is caught on camera. YouTuber Hoopla22 had recently posted a video on their channel that, at first, seems to be about someone who broke inside their house. It comes off as one of those home intruder caught on camera types of vids. But, as the video continues, it becomes apparent that something else is happening. Hoopla22, the dog owner in question, writes, "Thought my buddy Derek was pulling a prank on me, as he always does. So I decided to record this video to catch him in the act. I was on the toilet when it started. Nala was barking like crazy, which made me think he was in the house. I was so wrong. Nala and I are staying at my parents' for now. She is okay, but her little trembles have not gone away since that night. It's because of this incident that Hoopla's dog hasn't been the same."
Little Nala.
This is what was captured.
I give her hugs and loves.
Nala! Nala! Nala!
Dude, pinch it off and go check your dog. Pinch it off and go check your damn dog. Dude, how are you just gonna sit there and let your dog whimper like that? The fuck, man? That dog is not a husky. She's whimpering at something.
Nala? Derek?
I'm glad we're looking at the floor.
Nala, come on out. Nala, come on out, seriously.
Right? The fact that he didn't react to the dog whimpering as bad as it was,
Derek?
first of all, is one clue that this is bullshit. This entire thing is just bullshit. Any dog owner,
Nala, where'd you go, princess?
any dog owner who hears their dog whimpering like that, and then walks into darkness.
Nala?
Baby. No. What's wrong, Angel? Who do I love? Who do I love, pretty girl?
That is so weird. I've never seen her that scared.
Why don't you have your dog in your arms?
Derek? Derek, that you?
This sounds just bullshit. This entire thing sounds like bullshit. Where's the dog?
Nala. Nala.
This entire thing just seems staged, yeah.
Nala,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, this entire thing just seems staged as fuck.
Come on, baby.
Why
To his
don't you pick up your
surprise,
fucking
Hoopla
dog?
finds Nala hiding inside the room,
It's staged.
terrified of
It's
something.
bullshit.
He then hears a noise in the kitchen and begins to panic,
I don't even think he
perhaps
owns a
thinking that
dog.
someone, other than his friend Derek, broke into his house. He quickly walks over to Nala with a sense of urgency, asking her to get up and leave with him. But
Yeah,
then,
'cause I know
all of a sudden,
when
the
I'm-
bedroom door closes on its own.
When I'm alone at
It was
home
at this
and my
point that
door
he
closes
realized that
on
it
me,
wasn't someone who was inside his house.
I think, oh,
but
it's a
rather
burglar. It's just a friendly
something.
burglar just shutting the door
Ever since
behind
that
me.
night, Hoopla and his dog have been staying at his parents'. Hoopla is certain that whatever occurred that night had to be something paranormal. But as always, what do you think? Could this be the case?
I think it's staged
Was
as
something
fuck.
haunting poor Nala and her owner Hoopla? Or might there be a logical explanation for this?
I think this is a
As
big
with all
fucking
videos,
hoax right here.
you be the judge. What exactly had occurred that night?
Hey, Adonis, how are you, honey? Snuggles and cuddles to you too.
The following video comes from Reddit user Baked Potato, who states that one of his friends had caught something really creepy on camera. The video itself is
Mansion
pretty
tour.
old, as it wasn't until years
Okay.
later that the friend had found the footage on their old cell phone. It was after watching the video that they noticed something very strange was captured. This video was taken during
Look
a
at the
tour
battery
of the
life.
infamous
They
Lint
have no
Mansion,
battery
which
and
is
they're taking a
located in
video.
St. Louis, Missouri. Now, if there's one thing you should know about this place, it's that the mansion is said to be haunted. It's believed that the Limp family, who once lived here and all died a tragic death, still reside within the mansion. There, while filming, something pretty creepy would be captured. This is what they caught.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it looked like a guy in
As
a
the
hat.
camera pans across one of the rooms inside the mansion, a shadowy figure can be seen standing in place, before immediately disappearing. It is only there for a split second before vanishing from sight. Now, what's even more baffling about this is that earlier in the footage, we can see that the space where the figure was seen is empty. There appears to be nothing in the area that could have made it seem as though a person were standing in place. So then, if nothing had been there, who or what was this? Many viewers have asked the same question, and still, no one knows exactly what was captured. However, given how quickly the figure disappears, as well as the history of this place, some believe that this may have been one of the Limp family members caught on camera. This whole video is still a mystery, as not much else is known about the clip, but until more info is given, the question remains: was a ghost caught on camera, or was something else captured? Mandy Boswick and her two children, Jonah and Johnny, live in a remote area somewhere in Massachusetts. It wasn't too long ago that Mandy and her family had moved into their new house. This one, unlike their previous home, is surrounded by plenty of wildlife.
Oh, look at them.
For this reason, Mandy had set up cameras around her home to capture all the wild animals that trespass on her property. From bears to bobcats, Mandy has seen it all. However, out of all the footage captured, one has left her on edge. This one doesn't capture an animal, but rather something else. On July 17 of 2022, at around 9 p.m., Mandy is away from home when she gets a notification of movement detected on her property. She immediately looks at her camera's live feed via her phone and is left completely disturbed. This is what she saw.
No, it's not. Okay, you have follow a few steps. First, go to analyzer and check intro.
There appears to be someone or something standing a few feet away from Mandy's home. It stands there, seemingly observing her house from far away, as though trying its best to not get caught. But even more strange is the way it moves. There's something in its movement that's just very uncanny. Whoever, or whatever this is, has left Mandy concerned for the safety of her children.
Okay, I didn't see that. Hang on, we're gonna go back.